Yes, everyone, you know what time it is. It's your boys Jack and Dave here, and we're going to be reacting to our members. They've given us their North London Derby predictions, which is just around the corner. Dave and I are going to be seeing what they have to say. Hopefully, we get fewer fence sitters this time, Dave. Everybody, do hit smash that like button for us. Do get your comments in down below, and let's see what Brad Matthews, Ellie, as well as plenty of other regulars from the fan show have to say. I'm looking forward to these predictions, Dave.
No, I absolutely can't wait, Jack. I thought Bob Marley is going to have to resurrect himself and sing a song called Five Little Birds, with the amount of fence sitters we had yesterday. So, look, we've got absolute passionate fans. Let's go and see what they have to say, Jacko.
Let's go over to Brad Matthews on the Blue Sofa Songs.
Hello, Brad Matthews. The game on Sunday, Arsenal versus Tottenham, the game that we all look forward to, the game that we all want to win, the game that we all fear. I think it's going to be a game, I think there's going to be lots of goals in it, and lots of attacking football, but we really must stop Arsenal in the first 15 to 20 minutes. That's the only time their crowd will be up for it, in those first 15 to 20 minutes. If we can keep them out then, we've got a great chance. But we have to do that by attacking them, by boxing them in and attacking them. The great thing about that game is that if you look for our team, Porro, Van der Vey, Udogi, the goalkeeper, Basuma, Madison, and then in the forwards you've got Johnson, you've got Solomon. None of them have played for Tottenham at the Emirates, so they've not carried any baggage. I think it's the one time, or the most players we've ever had in our team that aren't carrying any baggage from our woeful performances from the past at the Emirates. I'm going for a 3-3 draw. As I said, I think there'll be lots of goals, and I put my money where my mouth is. I've got a tenner on it at 40 to 1, so I would rather win than take the money, but that's what I think is going to happen.
Okay, Dave. Interesting point Brad Matthews brought up there, that there are going to be a lot of debutants or debutantes, whatever the correct pronunciation is for this North London derby. And is that a good thing, a bad thing? You get sort of, a bit of both, right? You're going to get, some guys that are going to go into it with sort of less baggage, from maybe previous defeats. They're going to go into it with that sort of, nice sort of, in a way, good naivete. But there's also maybe some bad naivete that comes with it. They haven't been to the Emirates before. They don't know what the occasion is like. So what would you say to Brad Matthews, that it's an interesting one, right? With so many fresh people, fresh faces to this North London derby.
No, look, I think he makes an absolute great point, Jack. It's something that I've sort of alluded to myself. In past, we've gone in there with players that we've had at the club for over a decade, and they're used to walking into the Emirates and being beaten. We've now got a fresh squad where we've got a lot of players who are not used to that. So it's now time for them to write their story away from home in the North London derby. So big up, Brad. Absolutely spot on, lad.
Nice one, Brad. Big up to Brad Matthews on the Blue Sofa Songs. Let's see what the big Mike has to say.
Yo, people, it's your boy Big Mike here. First of all, I want to give a shout out and a thanks to Jack and Dave. Shout out to the Flat Cap Army. Shout out to everyone who supports the Irish Hotspur TV channel. And shout out to everyone who supports Spurs. Yeah, give yourself a round of applause. Yeah, you man deserve it. Yeah, 100%. So we're here today to talk about the NLD, the North London Derby. One of the biggest derbies in Premier League history, if not the biggest derby in Premier League history. Yeah?
Yes, sir.
Always a tricky match for the away team in recent times. It's hard to get a result for the away team. So with that said, it's actually kind of hard to predict exactly how the game's going to go down. But based on how both teams are playing at the moment, based on the football philosophies of both teams, I'm expecting an end-to-end game. I think it's really going to have chances at either end, and it will just come down to who wants it more on the day and who is more clinical. We need to want this win, yeah? We haven't won since 2011 in the 3-2 victory with the Yunus Kabul header, and we need to change that. Now's the year for change. Now's the time for change, yeah? Ange gave us the green light to get excited, and in Ange we trust. Let's get behind him. Let's get behind the team, yeah? With that said, I'm going for a famous 2-1 victory for Spurs. The winning goal is going to be scored by none other than our captain, Son Ardo, Son Pedion, Son Hyung, Messi fam. James Madders with the assist. Come on, you Spurs. In Ange we trust. We never stop.
Legend, Dave. Absolute legend. Big Mike there. So many things that I love about that one. But he's just bringing up the fact that, we have to go into it with no fear. I love the fact that he mentioned that you do have to be clinical on the day. If you get, if you get your rewards, if you create your chances, you do also have to be clinical. Also just love the fact that, he's just won the whole Flat Cap Army to get behind it. He wants everybody to be, on this. And also too, right? He said, this is kind of a new age under Ange. A lot of good things there from Big Mike. Loved it.
No, absolutely cracking video from Big Mike. He had me hooked on every word, Jacko. I mean, honestly, the guy would motivate me to smash a pack of M&Ms. Absolutely love it. You know, he'd get me absolutely pumped up to destroy that bag of M&Ms.
Mhm.
Big up, Big Mike, and I'm ready for the derby. Let's go, brother.
And I love that he referenced, the fact that Ange has given us that green light, to happy clap. He's given us that green light to be excited. Great job, Big Mike. Top performance
Legend.
there. Top reaction, my man. Let's see what the
Come.
Queen Ellie has to say.
Hello there, Queen Ellie Hoybier here, bringing you the lowdown on the North London Derby. How excited are you? So am I too. Now, the first half is going to be very cagey. Not many risks taken. I think both teams will be feeling each other out, but Ange ball will persist like it has done all this season, and we'll go 1-0 up at half time. That's my prediction. Take it in. Right, now the second half, it'll be much more open. A lot more risk taken by Arsenal and by us. But our Ange ball will prevail because Lego Man hasn't got the juices. He hasn't got the minerals. But Ange has. So I think we're going to go in on that second half. We're going to score 2 early goals to make it 3-0. They'll get one back. Then we'll make it 4-1, and then they'll get one at the death, 4-2, just to give us a little bit of squeaky bum time. But I think it's going to be a very good game, very open game, and it'll be the most exciting North London derby in years. So come on, you Spurs, come on, you Ange Ball, let's go there and get the 3 points, and we'll be dancing in the streets of Tottenham. Come on, you Spurs!
Oh, Ellie, you've just replaced Dave as the new pre-match build-up queen. I mean, hype man, the hype woman, the hype queen, Dave. I'm absolutely pumped for this. And also, no fence sitting on her half. She's gone for what, 4-1? Is that what I heard there? You absolutely
4-2.
love it.
Absolutely pumped, Jack. I love the way she, speaking to the audience, engaging with the audience, with the questions for them at the start as well. 4-2. Look, Ellie's been telling me all week she's predicting an absolute classic. One at the end just to give us a bit of squeaky bum time, like Ellie says. But also, like Ellie says, Jack, Postecoglou ball is about to rock up, and we're going to beat them dizzy.
Let's beat them dizzy, and let's see what Mark New has to say. The Flat Cap Army over with Mark New.
Dave, Jack, I reckon it's going to be a tight game on Sunday. It's going to go down to the wire.
Mm-hmm.
It's looking like a 2-2, but I think in the 99th minute, the turning point of the game will be VAR. And who's on VAR? Yes, you've guessed it, Paul Tierney. He was the geezer who really upset Kloppy in the last game a couple of seasons ago. He doesn't like teams that play in red. This is a sign, boys. This is a signal. I think it's going to be 2-2, going down to the wire, and the 99th minute, there will be a Brazilian goal. It's either going to be Ribsy or it's going to be Emo, but there'll be a Brazilian goal.
Oh, yes.
There will be a pigeon dance. 3-2 Tottenham. Breaking news, there will be a rainstorm. There'll be floods of Gooner tears in South London. 3-2 Tottenham. Come on, you Spurs. Get in there, you Tottenham. Get in there.
Oh, I love Mark New, Dave. What a legend. And you have to bring an umbrella, it looks like, to this North London derby because the Gooner tears will be flowing. There will be a rainstorm of them. And also, he's envisioned a Brazilian goal. He doesn't know. It's not been told to him whether it's Richie or whether it's Emerson. I love them both, so I'll take either. So many good things about Mark New. And again, no fence sitting in Mark New's case. He's given us a detailed description. 99th minute winner.
I love the part about the VAR room, Jack, the research and the detail that's gone
Right,
into
yeah.
that.
You and Dark Sun G
And
would
then
love
to
that.
make Kloppy cry. Absolutely brilliant fan cam there from Mark New. Absolutely classic.
Who
I
doesn't
love
love
it.
bar conspiracies?
I
Who
would
doesn't
say
love
though,
it?
Jacko, we'll have to start, I would urge everybody to start getting sandbags down the Seven Sisters Road so that we can stop the tears coming halfway down.
Let's see what Ribsy has to say. Top man Ribsy.
Hey, it's Ribsy. How do I think the North London derby is going to go? Well, I think we're going to win it. And I think we're going to win it exactly for the reason that Ange has been saying. We're the fittest team in the league. Yeah, the Scum, they've got some atmosphere there at their ground for the first time in a long time because their fans only show up when they're winning. So, they had a decent season last season, so they're all showing up and they're all expecting great things. But This is where we're going to stop them. And it's going to be, we're probably going to go down. It's going to be a tough battle. We're going to have to claw our way back, but we're going to do it because we've got the heart and we're Spurs. So come on, you Spurs. This is our time.
Love it, Ribsy. Absolutely love it. And someone yesterday, it was one of the channel content creators, one of our fellow Spurs fan channels, also went for a prediction, I believe, where we would go down, but then eventually come back. And I like that
Yeah.
prediction because it seems like, in a way, if I'm not going to be, if I'm going to remove myself, which is hard, from my happy clapping cloud, that is sort of realistic. I could see us, with how Arsenal come out so fast out of the gates, right? You could see them scoring early. You could see them even grabbing the first goal at some stage. But how do we react to that? And how do we respond to that? And can we, get into halftime, all in one piece, all together to try to, mount some sort of comeback or just some sort of kind of better performance in that second half to make it more of an even game? And I could see that happening. I see that as a very fair prediction.
Absolutely. I think that was Lee Dorset, I think,
That's
that
right.
made that prediction yesterday, if I'm correct. But look, the part I love, Jack, is where he's on about, the sort of atmosphere. I mean, look, they have that silly song, North London Forever, followed by the players out there cha-cha sliding across the Arsenal pitch. Then you've got Declan Rice looking like the guy out of White Chicks in the middle doing the robot with the whistles. I mean, if that's the atmosphere he's talking about, I don't want to be a part of it. I find it quite embarrassing, to be honest. But look, if we beat them, I'd say we take that song that they have and sing it back at them at the end of the game, just to hammer home, how hard we had to fight on the pitch, like Ribsy is saying, claw ourselves back from the jaws of defeat, and just get that victory. And then that silly little song they get going at the start to get players and fans pumped up, we'll sing back to them right at the very end and see how much they enjoy it then.
John Stokes.
Today, the Irish Hotspurs has asked my opinion on the North London derby.
John.
Unfortunately, and I'm sorry to say, I reckon the Gooners are going to win 2-1. Yeah. Even though we're playing well and we're doing good, which, is obviously Ange Ball, which is top class. But, looking at it realistically, it's one of those things, and we're all away. So I reckon, I'm sad to say, Gooners are going to win.
You know what, John? I get it, man, because it's a hard thing to ask of us. We always go into it as confident as we can because we need to psych ourselves up. We need to try to feel like we're invincible going into these big battles. But it's never really been kind to us. Even when we've played well, we haven't even been able to get the result that we would have liked, or the result that maybe even we deserved. And there's also the fact, too, that I just feel like he's kind of brought up there, the fact that maybe Spurs, we're still in this beginning stages of this process under Ange, and it is a lot to ask to try to win a North London derby this, early into his tenure. All we want from him is just to kind of put the best effort in, to see, just some good effort, still, some tidy football from us. And we want to see that we can still at least challenge them. But we understand that not everything can go our way. And that's what it sort of felt like John's prediction was. And also, John, top beard as well. Probably one of the best beards in the Flat Cap Army.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I think I need some beard tips off John, especially when I let mine grow out. How does he get it looking so sexy? But look, Jack, what I will say is look, John's a realist, right? I think you look at the record. We've won twice there over the last out of the last 32 games, right? We don't go there and get results. We don't go there and beat them. It's natural. And, look, with the way the last North London derbies panned out last season as well, you don't blame fans for, look, some would say being realistic, right? Being honest about it. But I do believe that it's a different Tottenham this time. Different leadership, different squad, different manager. None of them, like Brad was saying at the start, have that heart behind them anymore. So this is a chance for us to go in there, and sort of put all the previous past pain behind us and go in there and see what we can do. Like I said, write our own story going forward. And hopefully we can get that win and we can get Big John on side. Big up, John, my man. Great cam.
Let's hope we get a good performance from your man Mickey Van de Ven as well, John Stokes.
Yeah.
Top man, John. Let's see what Jim has to say.
Hi, this is Jim, just a guy who loves Spurs. For the Arsenal game, I'm predicting that we could nick it. I'm not 100% sure it's going to be a tight game, but I believe it's a free hit. If we lose, everybody's got to stay calm. Ange has been here 8 weeks. He's starting to build something with us. If we lose, it's no big deal because they've been together 5 years with Arteta and are a long way into their project. But it's going to be a tight game. Hopefully we'll come out in front. But if we lose, I'm not worried at all, not one bit, no matter what the score is, because Ange is building and we've got a few windows to get through for him to get where he wants to get.
Nice one, Jim. Absolutely top. And I agree with him, right? It's different stages of the process, two different stages of the project. You have, in our case, which is in the very beginning, and then you have Arsenal's, where I've said, in a weird way, Jim, I feel like they have more to lose than we do in this case, because we always have pride and, just sort of the general sort of Derby bragging rights always on the line here. But like I said, Spurs can, in a way, go into this maybe with less sort of kind of baggage, attached to them. There's so many new faces to the North London Derby, less expectations really on us, maybe for this season in general. Arsenal are supposed to be building off of, a great last season. They're supposed to be title contenders. And if they end up not performing in this game, that could be a huge blow to their confidence. So I would say they actually have more to lose in this than we do, strangely.
Well, look, we're already performing above expectations, right? So it's more or less a free hit for us. They're not going to derail our season because we're already performing above expectations than what many Spurs fans thought. A lot of the problems that, a lot of us spoke about sort of over the summer and stuff like that, they haven't arisen yet. So for me, it's more or less a free hit on our side. I think Jim sort of stopped short of saying that, if we beat Arsenal, Arteta's going to be sacked by the end of the season because we're going to derail their season. So I'll say it for Jim. So big up Jim. But in all seriousness, everyone, please get in the comments and wish Jim, speedy recovery. He was in a car accident a few weeks ago and he's still recovering. So big up Jim, my man. Best of luck on the recovery.
Absolute top man, Jim's just a guy who loves Spurs. And let's go over to Kate, just a girl who loves Spurs.
Hi, it's Kate from Just a Girl Who Loves Spurs. Looking forward to the North London Derby. I think the game will have loads of goals, be really open. Key battles will be the midfield battle. Udoji against Saka, looks like it's going to be a good one. Little bit worried about the defence with Porro and Trossard suddenly hitting this form. But I think it will be a close game. I don't think we will roll over and get our tummies tickled like we have in previous seasons. My prediction for the game is 3-3, but would absolutely love to see us win and have ordered a box of Tenor Lady just in case we happen to beat the scum. But let's just hope for a great performance. I think it'll be a pretty evenly matched game, and come on you Spurs, in Big Ange we trust.
Absolutely love it, Kate, and a very professional response, I must say. I think you brought up a lot of what most people have had to say when it comes to this game that I feel like are more the neutrals. They think it's going to be a tight game. They could see it going either way. Spurs do have a lot of momentum on their side right now. I think she said 2-0 if everything goes according to plan for us. That would be wonderful to even grab a clean sheet actually at the Emirates. That would definitely be a real statement of intent for this season. Anything that you would pick out from Kate's response there? Very professional from her.
Yeah, the way she said we've gone up there last few years and got our tummies tickled. That tickled me a little. That was a good one. But she's right, we've gone there over the years and we've been smacked up, we've been spanked, and we can't afford that this time around. I don't think it will happen. Everybody, please get over and check out Kate's channel. Just a Girl Who Loves Spurs. Absolutely brilliant content creator, really nice lady as well. So check it out.
Yeah. Go show her channel some love, please, everybody. And let's see what DJ Samuel has to say, our big man in North London.
Hey Spurs fans, it's DJ Samuel. Just born with Spurs since 1998.
Come on.
Yep, I'm very old. Anyway, how do I think the game will go? I think Tottenham will go out there, put a performance of a lifetime, kick the mighty Arsenal's arses, send them back to Woolwich where they belong, with their pants down, crying like babies. I think Song and Momoro will score to be 2-0. Up the mighty cows.
Absolutely love it, DJ. He's feeling pumped ahead of this one. He's our man out in North London. He's feeling confident. He's also already, taking some digs at the Arsenal. And I love it. Love it, DJ. And he's feeling confident ahead of this one, isn't he, Dave?
Very confident, Jack. Like you said, send them dwellers back where they came from.
Come on.
But, there's big stakes at this for DJ, right? He's a Tottenham boy, in and around Tottenham he lives. So, there's bragging rights on the line more so for him than anyone, right? Because in North London, no matter where you are, it's Tottenham, Arsenal. They all live amongst each other. So let's get the win for DJ. Big up, my man. Great fan cam. You had me giggling.
Top man DJ. Let's see what Rob Coyne has to say.
The Irish Hotspurs out there. My name is Rob, and this is my prediction. I've actually got two predictions for this match.
Ooh.
I think we're going to either finish 2-2 in a comeback draw, or we're going to finish 3-2 in an emphatic win. And I think Arsenal are going to have to claw back one goal near the end. I think this is a real test. Unfortunately, the real test has to be against Arsenal. But Man U wasn't a test. Out of form. We've been playing smaller teams and we've either dominated or we've come back like against Sheffield in that last match. This is a true test of who our players are, our management, our manager, like everything. I think Kulusevski's going to get a goal. Richarlison might get a goal, keep that upswing. And I think Son will get a goal too. I think we'll concede early on the game and we're going to have to really show our guts and our guile. But yeah, 3-2 or 2-2. I'm not predicting a loss on this one. I'm confident enough to say it's at least going to be a draw. But 3-2, ideal. So come on, you Spurs. Let's go. North London Derby win on the way.
Come on, Rob. Love it. And I love the fact that he's given us two predictions and he's clarified to us as well that no matter what, he sees a decent result for Spurs. He doesn't see us losing. He had a Richie goal in there. He does see this, some potential in us, going down first and having to come back, which I also like. That seems to be a very common, but also I would say once again, sensible prediction that, I could see us going down and having to find it within ourselves, to come back and try to take it to them. But anything that you would take from Rob's there? Really good reaction, really good prediction there, I thought.
No, really good reaction. I hope his second prediction comes true rather than the first one. I definitely don't want the Desmond Jack, But look, I disagree with him slightly on United not being a test.
Okay.
Look, I get about the form they're in, right? But United, their name carries weight alone, right? Tottenham. We have a bad record against United down the years, and a lot of that is under the Fergie era. I get that, but that still continues and holds weight until this day. So when you see our players going out there against United, they look nervous the first 20 minutes, but they overcame that. They gave up a lot of chances that if United would have took, it would have been a different game on the day. And we overcame that, and we came out second half and went strong. And I think, look, as well with Rob, and not only Rob, there's a few people now, Jack, that we've had saying this, that they're worried about us going down, one behind nice and early. And I can understand it, when you look at Tottenham, especially under Ange Postecoglou, but not just under Ange Postecoglou. The same sort of team was there under Conte as well, that we're a second half team, and we have been for a number of years now. So I think many people are probably just worried that, with the crowd and everything else, with it being away in their place and everything else, that they might be able to capitalize on the first 20 minutes, first half, that we might just be a little bit nervous, and they might be able to capitalize on it. And then they're expecting Ange to go in there at halftime, rally the troops, and we come out here and take control of the game in the second half. That's what seems to be the general consensus of the opinion going into today's game, Jack. Would I be correct?
No, Dave, I would say that's fantastic analysis, and also great analysis from all of our members, right? I think they had, some great things to say, some very sensible predictions, and also less fence sitting, which is something that definitely makes Dave a lot happier. We got a lot of wins, and also even too with John Stokes' case, he didn't say that we would win, but he was very firm about, this is part of the process, and I'm just not as confident that it's going to go our way. It just doesn't seem to. And that was also, again, a very firm and, hard prediction there from our man, John. Absolutely loved it from everyone. Thank you to all of our members for participating, taking the time out of your day to send those in to us. I really look forward to doing this once again. I really did enjoy a lot of these. They did crack me up as well as get me hyped up for it as well. Dave, any final thoughts and any final words before we sign off?
Yeah, look, thank you to everybody, who's sent in their videos over the last couple of days for us to react to. Really, really enjoyed it. Those who haven't, get in the comment section and let us know how you think the North London Derby is going to go. Big day for us today. Come on, you Spurs. In the mighty Ange we trust. We
never stop. Come on.